You know, some of the biggest, most stressful problems you can face as a homeowner are the ones you can't even see. I'm talking about the ones buried deep underground, the vital arteries of your home, like your sewer and water lines. So what do you do? It's a tough question, right? You've got this major issue brewing, but it's totally out of sight. A simple drain snake or a plunger, well, that's not going to cut it this time. This is where things get a lot more serious, and you're going to need a much, much bigger solution. So let's dig in, literally. Let's start by exploring these problems that are hiding right under our feet, the kinds of issues that force us to look a whole lot deeper than just under the kitchen sink.
And that is the absolute key distinction here. We're not talking about a little leaky faucet. Nope. This explainer is all about those major projects, the ones involving the sewer and water lines that are buried below ground level. They're out of sight for sure, but they are absolutely critical to how your home functions.
So this naturally brings us to our core topic, excavation plumbing. I know, the name itself sounds kind of intimidating, but it's actually a very specific, methodical service. So let's break down exactly what we're talking about.
And there you have it. It's really that simple. It's the specialized work of actually digging down to reach those vital pipes. So whether it's for a brand new installation, maybe replacing an old failing line, or making a critical repair, if you gotta dig, you are officially in the world of excavation plumbing.
Okay, so how do you even know if you're facing one of these major projects? Let's take a look at the specific scenarios that mean it's time to call in the pros with the heavy equipment.
These right here, these are the big ones. If your sewer lines are old and corroded, or worse, completely crushed by some invasive tree roots, that is a classic case. The same thing goes for upgrading old water lines that just can't keep up with modern demand anymore. Or, hey, maybe you're building an addition or doing a massive remodel. That often requires putting in entirely new underground connections. These are those moments when a call to an excavation specialist is pretty much unavoidable.
Look, the idea of digging up your yard can be really daunting. I totally get it. But a professional project isn't just chaos and a big mess. It's actually a carefully planned journey. So let's walk through the entire process, right from the first assessment all the way to the final cleanup.
See, it all starts with evaluation, figuring out exactly what's underground before a single shovel hits the dirt. Then comes the precision trenching, which is all about minimizing disruption. After the actual pipework is done, we get to what I think is the most critical step, testing. The pros perform these intense pressure tests to guarantee everything is perfectly sealed. You know, skipping this is probably the #1 reason jobs fail, turning a solution into a recurring nightmare. Only after everything passes with flying colors does the final restoration begin, putting your yard or your driveway back together.
And you know, there is so much more going on behind the scenes. This is way more than just digging a hole and fitting a pipe. A real professional service handles all the complex city permitting, they use sophisticated tech to locate the lines precisely, and they can even set you up a temporary water so your life isn't completely turned upside down. It really is a complete, end-to-end management of the problem.
At this point, you're probably thinking, wow, this sounds really complicated. And you know what? You'd be right. So let's tackle the most important question of all. Why is this absolutely positively not a weekend DIY job?
And the difference here is just it's night and day. With a professional, you're getting strict safety protocols and a guarantee that everything is up to code. If you're on your own, you risk hitting other utility lines, violating local codes, and facing some massive fines. Professionals have the specialized equipment to get the job done efficiently, whereas a DIY attempt can drag on for weeks. And, as we just talked about, it has a much higher chance of leading to leaks and failures down the road.
And this quote really just sums it all up, doesn't it? The real value here is about more than just fixing a pipe. It's about reducing your risk, ensuring that the fix is going to last for a long, long time, and getting the whole project done right. It's really about peace of mind. So after digging through all of that, what's the most important thing to remember? Let's wrap this all up with the one key takeaway you should have.
Here it is. The crucial point is this. Yes, it's a big project. Nobody looks forward to it, but it doesn't have to be a total catastrophe. When it's handled by professionals who follow a clear, structured process, it becomes a manageable, predictable, and, most importantly, a totally reliable solution to a very serious problem. And that leaves us with one last thing to think about. Those pipes buried under your property, they're basically the foundation of your home's health and comfort. So the real question to ask yourself is this. Are you confident that this critical system is truly protected right from the ground up?